G'day gamers, Wybot here, Filthy Wybot 74 with some dodgeball gameplay which I got tonight. And I've reached rank 37 and I've used all my bounty cards. And I'm here to give you my thoughts of the bounty. Now this match went for about 30 minutes. I've cut it down. It was pretty hectic the first round and then they sort of sorted us in the second round and we come back here and there and a bit of tit for tat. But I just want to give you my thoughts and runs down on Gears of War 4, the beta, and the Ultimate and the Collector's Edition, which they've announced coming out, which is October 11th, I do believe, for all this coming out. Now, the beta. Let's talk about the beta. First thing I noticed off the bat here, when I joined, I stayed on US West Coast servers and I thought, oh my gosh, this beta is shocking, until I looked at, you can set the region to Asia, and lo and behold, down here in Australia and New Zealanders, we found the game. We have servers. Can you believe it? We have servers for this beta, but we don't have it for Gears UE or Gears of War 3. Figure that one out. But that has already put a huge smile upon our faces. So, connection not too bad. Graphics. I mean, look, like I said before, you know, I'll be honest, it's more about the mechanics. Yes, it is about the graphics, but it's also more about the mechanics and how the game feels and how the sounds, in my view, when it comes to a beta, as I played a grenade there. As for the graphics, I'm impressed with them. I don't care what anybody says, but you're talking to a guy who used to play on Atari. I still love Gears of War 3 on Xbox 360, so really, and look at that. Boom. Oh man, get taken out from behind. But I can tell you now, I am impressed with the graphics. If this is beta, what is the final product going to be like? And judging by what they've said, it's going to be supposedly one of the biggest games for the Xbox One to restore on your hard drive. So people, clear your hard drives or get an external hard drive. An SSD, solid state drive, hard drive, trust me, I recommend it. They make your Xbox One run a hell of a lot better. And when it comes to Gears of War 4, you're going to bloody well need it, because that's just the damn game. That's not including the DLC and the maps coming out with it. That's something we're going to talk about a little bit later on as I noob it with the drop shot. So, talking about the Nasher, how does the Nasher feel? Well, it's a mixture, to me, to be honest, people, a mixture of Judgment and Gears of War 3 when it comes to Nasher, but it's more of a Gears of War 3 mechanic, which I like. Now, to all the old hardcore old school gearheads from Gears 1 and 2, as they get a death from beyond, you know, from the grave, yes, playing a grenade, love them. Peeps, you got to go off. You got to nail it. Your movement and understanding the game, you got to pick up quicker than most. You got to find it a little bit easier. That's in the beta. As the final game comes out, where it's going to be competitive, and I think Cybergamer will be running, competitions here and there, you might find it a little bit different. This mode, particularly Dodgeball, is, in my view, is what's going to save the game. These new game modes, in my belief, this is what I believe is going to make Gears of War 4, and this is why I've pre-ordered it, and this is why I'm getting the statue, or I think why I'm excited for it. One, Dodgeball. Execution, the other game types. I mean, Dodgeball in itself, just playing the beta, is a hell of a lot of fun with your mates. It really is. It's sort of like TDM, but let's drag it on a little bit faster and drag it on a little bit further and make it more exciting. As you can see, this is the first round of Dodgeball, and yes, we do have randoms, but it's a lot of fun. So that in itself has made me think this is awesome. Awesome game mode. So, Dodgeball. And for the maps, yes, you think they're big, but you move around pretty quick, and with some of the weapons you got, they're not bad. Now, the boom feels more like Gears of War 3 boom, to me. It's only 2 shots, so they make it 3. I'm not too sure. The torque bow, look, people, it's like they said it's more like Gears of War 2 torque bow. I can't really speak for that. For me, I'm pretty shit with the torque bow. You'll see some clips later on where I get pretty excited to get a couple kills. What I'm happy about is tagging the grenades back. Now, the things that I like about it, okay, the mantle kick doesn't seem to be OP, and neither does the grab. I haven't performed an assassination, and I've seen several people try and perform it on me, and they've all failed. And I've failed on them so far. So that might improve towards the final game, but to me, I don't see too much of it. I've lost every Chainsaw Lancer battle, by the way, so that doesn't matter, Get now. The B button mashes, yeah, there's a bit of them in there, but they're noobs because the beta is open now. So here I'm charging into the second round, but what can I say? The thing I do like is when you tag somebody and you throw a smoke, and it's not easy to tag people, by the way. You have to at least get, I think, 1 or 2 shots on them with a Lancer or any weapon you've got to tag them, and then they tag up. And when a smoke is thrown, they highlight, believe it or not, people, in red, which I think is freaking awesome thing. Freaking awesome. Adds a little bit more suspense, and, definitely way more suspense if you ask me. In the game, way more than the other games. Now, look, the Lancer is an OP. That's another thing to talk about. But the other thing I do like, Yes, he's tagging the grenades. I lost train of thought here. But the other thing I do like is tagging of that. Also, when you plant a grenade, everybody can see them. Your teammates can see them. And I'm pretty sure when it gets tagged, your enemies can see them. So they're not like Gears of War 3 didn't know they were there. Plus, you can throw smoke and shoot them to disarm them. And they can do friendly fire. Now, the booms, you can see they were very OP. So I like those kind of like things. The Lancer, I think, needs to be toned down a bit. The Snub Pistol, I think, needs to be buffed a little bit. Hammer Burst definitely needs to be buffed. Torque Bow, I know a lot of people said the sound needs to be fixed on that. I personally do think they need to work on the sound. I think the Swarms sound a lot louder than the COG or Outsiders, whatever you say, because they have that heavy breathing to go with it. But they're things they're going to sort out when the final game comes out. So they're little things I think of. Tell me what you think. Tell me if the maps are too big. I think the maps are just perfect for, say, games like, Execution, definitely King of the Hill, if there is a Blitz mode, but King of the Hill, and definitely Dodgeball. TDM, it can get a bit boring because people can camp. And I've noticed in TDM, you can definitely spawn kill in this game like there is no tomorrow if they're going to Death from Beyond. So there you go. That's me just rambling on about that. Now, the Ultimate Edition, yes, you can pre-order it digitally and you can get to play 3-4 days before everybody else. Here in Australia, I wouldn't recommend that because the connection, not everybody in Australia will be playing it. The Collector's Edition, yes, I will be getting that, but if the Xbox One comes out, an exclusive Xbox One, I will forego, believe it or not, people, the statue, and I'll get the Xbox One, definitely the Gears of War exclusive Xbox One, if it has 1 terabyte, which I'm sure it will, because it'll need for this game, and the copy of the game normally. That's the way I am. I'm not particularly that fussed about the statue, though it does look very cool, and I did like the statue from Gears of War 3, and they do become rather rare. I didn't get mine until several years later. So that's something to look into, as this guy didn't realise it was coming up from there, and I come back and I get one of my team members in. So, the movement, the way I find it, I'm enjoying it. Some of my old mates, I got a Succubus, Ankle Breaker, and other players, they're just saying, yeah, you know what, it's just not my type of game. It reminds them too much of Judgment, but they're not quick to judge, no pun intended. They're waiting till the final game comes out. So, these are all things coming out. Now, the big thing I've noticed, as we get slaughtered in this round, the big thing I've noticed, and the one thing I really do love about this, and I think, fanboys are not picking up on it, and people aren't arguing back, is Rob Ferguson tweeted out what he's thinking about the maps. Now, you're getting 10 maps plus an old classic, which would be Gridlock. Coming back, people. And then he said there'll be new maps coming down as DLC, and they'll be taken out of rotation here and there. If you want to keep those maps, you can buy them and keep them. Now, this is the big bonus I love about these people, because they said you only have to have one person in your party or your mates to own that map, and then he can host for anybody else to join him and play on that map. So let's face it, if they do a remake of Mercy Monday and your mates can't afford it, but one of you can, or you can chip in some points to get him to pay for it, he has it, and all your mates can do Mercy Monday 1v1s to your heart's content. Only one of you have to own that map. Now, tell me what, people, I think that's freaking awesome. That's just the way, like I said, microtransactions always will be there. I'm an enthusiast, so I'll probably end up buying all the freaking maps because I'm just a Gears head. If I really like this game, I definitely will be. But I don't know if there's a season pass. I think there is. But, people, that's a damn good offer, and that's a good direction they're going. They're pushing this game definitely for esports as well. I didn't get to see the Twitch match or the stream match of it on at PAX. Apparently, it was very entertaining. So I'm looking forward to it to see what the pros can do with this game. I'm looking forward to it coming out. I have a lot of faith in the coalition. I'm very positive the way that Rob Ferguson is speaking. Now, I have been told not to get your hopes up as I just get tagged with a grenade as I take one of them out. I won't get my hopes up high, people. But I think Rob Ferguson coming out there and getting you to engage on Twitter like that, or Gears Viking, that is awesome, people. I think that is great. I think that gives a lot more future to the Xbox One and the Gears franchise, because they're considering to make 2 more games after this. Now, I haven't got the link exactly, but I think all of you truly know there is a forum that you can express your opinions on. Go there and be constructive, not deconstructive, constructive criticism, and they watch and they will listen and go from there. I feel that I don't really have to add too much to it because I'm not much of an old history when it comes to multiplayer. Leave it to other people. So frag and tag, tell me what you think. I got 14 kills. If you've enjoyed this video, smack the like button. Tell me what you think in the comment section down below, and I'll catch you